In the wildest corners of our planet, from the vast African savanna to the cold forests of the north, life follows a relentless cycle of hunting and survival. Here, predators and prey are locked in constant struggle, adapting and evolving strategies to stay alive. In this documentary, we dive into the encounters and tactics of extraordinary animals. Lions stalking swift wildebeests, bears challenging mighty moose, and other wild creatures that embody the fierce beauty of nature. Get ready to witness strength, instinct, and survival in its purest form. In the vast African savanna, predators rely on their cunning and strength to hunt. But the sable antelope is not a prey that goes down easily. Unlike other horned animals, this antelope doesn't flee at the first sign of danger. It faces its attackers head-on with courage. Though smaller than other herbivores, its fighting spirit and powerful natural weapons allow it to defend itself successfully in many encounters. Wild dogs, on the other hand, are known for their endurance and teamwork. Hunting in packs, they're able to wear down prey after long chases, and in large numbers, they can even take down animals much bigger than themselves. But the sable antelope presents a unique challenge. It doesn't just resist, it fights back smart. When cornered, the sable antelope uses its environment to its advantage, seeking muddy terrain near water, where the wild dogs lose their agility and their numbers stop being a big advantage. There, the antelope strikes back with deadly sharp horns and powerful kicks from its hind legs, forcing the predators to think twice before pushing forward. When the sable antelope proves too dangerous, wild dogs sometimes switch targets to animals like the hippopotamus, which may seem more vulnerable. But this giant is no easy target. Its bite, the strongest of any land mammal, can crush any attacker in seconds. As the dogs try to surround it, they're met with the hippo's rage and crushing jaws, forcing them to back off. In the end, the predators abandon the hunt and go in search of a less dangerous meal. This is the reality of nature's constant struggle for survival, where every predator plays a key role in the cycle of life. In the vast African plains, wild dogs stand out as highly efficient and dangerous predators. Their main advantage is their agility and stamina, allowing them to chase prey for kilometers without tiring. But this time, their strategy didn't go as planned. The dogs had set up an ambush, expecting the gazelles, known for their speed, which can reach over 80 km/h, to panic and flee at the first sign of danger. But they underestimated the intelligence and bravery of these herbivores. Faced with danger, the gazelles didn't run. Instead, they headed toward a large nearby rock. Confused, the wild dogs began circling it, waiting for the gazelles to panic and leap into their jaws. But the gazelles tried to climb the rock. Even when the dogs tried to climb after them, the gazelles stayed just out of reach. The predators quickly realized that a wrong jump could break their fragile legs, so they didn't risk it. After several failed attempts, the dogs were forced to give up and abandon the hunt. In the savannah, survival depends on knowing when to fight and when to walk away. On the banks of a river, a young crocodile lies in wait for a distracted gazelle. Even though it hasn't reached full adult strength, it launches a surprise attack, clamping onto the gazelle's leg and dragging it toward the water. The gazelle, famous for its speed and stamina, fights for its life. Caught in the crocodile's jaws, all its agility means nothing. While the reptile tries to overpower her, the gazelle keeps herself afloat with pure determination. Both animals are locked in a battle of endurance. If the gazelle tires first, the crocodile wins. But if the young predator runs out of strength, the prey might have a chance to break free, and she does. In the end, the gazelle manages to escape, injured but alive. However, her victory is short-lived. From the bushes, a leopard who's been watching the fight takes advantage of her exhaustion. In one quick move, the big cat takes her down, succeeding where the crocodile failed. A group of lionesses prepares to ambush their next target, an unsuspecting wildebeest. But they had no idea of the speed and skill this animal was about to unleash. At the very last second, the wildebeest senses danger and takes off like a race car, shocking the lionesses with its incredible speed. Being young, it can reach up to 80 kilometers per hour, nearly 20 kilometers per hour faster than an adult wildebeest. Still, it's not an easy escape. Surrounded by a crushing number of lionesses, the wildebeest knows it only has one option: risk it all. In an astonishing move, it leaps over the lionesses, dodging their sharp claws, and without slowing down, heads straight for the lake. Without hesitation, it plunges into the water at full speed. The lionesses, trying to follow, fall behind, while the wildebeest reaches the other side and escapes. This is a jaw-dropping example of the fight for survival in the wild, where bravery and speed can mean the difference between life and death. That little wildebeest totally deserves a like. In the shallow waters of a North American river, a grizzly bear sets its sights on a lone moose. Weighing over 360 kilos, the bear faces off against a giant. This moose stands over 2 meters tall and weighs close to 700 kilos. It's built for the water, capable of swimming long distances, even between islands, searching for algae and rich vegetation. During these journeys, moose are exposed to unexpected dangers, like killer whales, which sometimes stalk them in deeper waters and can reach them near the coast. Against predators that weigh several tons, the moose doesn't stand a chance. But a grizzly bear? That's a different story. As the bear approaches, confident, the moose doesn't run. In a surprising twist, it's the moose who charges, and the bear, shocked by this sudden display of power, backs off and flees. The chase is flipped, a reminder that in the wild, the upper hand doesn't always belong to the predator. We've just witnessed the raw fight for survival in the wild, where every animal, from fierce lions to resilient moose and mighty bears, shows us the incredible adaptations of nature. If you've been captivated by this look into the animal kingdom and want to uncover more about life in these extreme habitats, subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment with your favorite moment from the video, or tell us which animal surprised you the most. Let's keep exploring and marveling at nature in its purest form. A big shout out to all lovers of the wild. We'll see you in the next video.